7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton is set to leave Mercedes after an era-defining partnership and make the historic switch to Ferrari. It's a move that has the motorsport world buzzing, and Ferrari's team principal, Frederic Vasseur, has just laid out the first steps of Hamilton's integration into the Scuderia. So, what does this mean for Hamilton, Ferrari, and the sport as a whole? Let's break it down. Lewis Hamilton's name has become synonymous with success at Mercedes. Since joining in 2013, he's racked up 6 world championships with the team, redefining what it means to dominate the sport. But, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Earlier this year, it was announced that Hamilton would be swapping his silver arrows for Ferrari red in 2025, a move that has fans divided. This decision marks the end of a historic chapter, but also the beginning of a fascinating new one. For Hamilton, joining Ferrari offers a chance to solidify his legacy further by reviving a team that hasn't claimed a constructor's title since 2008.
Are you cognizant, are you aware that people watching at home don't want to see the fights between you and Max have for the World Championship ending in radio messages, tedious stewards' inquiries, time penalties? They want value, they want to see you racing nicely and clean.
Yes, I do.
So how do you want it to go from now on?
That's what I said going into Mexico. I want clean, fair racing. And that's what I do, that's what I provide, and that's how I race. It's how I've always raced in my career. It's not for me to change, it's for the other side to change.
And if I can do a follow-up, how concerned are the team about the Constructors' Championship? The possibility that that might slip away from the team?
No, it's not a concern. We're working hard. We've said since probably over 10 races ago that our focus is not on Red Bull, it's on Ferrari. That's since a very long time. So it doesn't change anything. They have 2 very strong drivers. They have a very quick car. To us to keep pushing hard and doing our best.
Hamilton's relationship with Frederic Vasseur dates back to 2006 when Vasseur guided a young Hamilton to his first major title in GP2. Now, Vasseur has the task of integrating Hamilton into the Ferrari machine, and he's wasting. Vasseur has revealed that Hamilton's first Ferrari appearance will likely take place during testing of previous cars, or TPC sessions. These allow teams to run cars that are at least 2 years old. For Ferrari, that means Hamilton will get his hands on their 2022 car, which was the first designed under F1's new ground effect regulations. Vasseur has made it clear that Hamilton doesn't need extensive preparation to adapt. In his own words, he is experienced enough to be quick on the first day, or at least very soon. These TPC sessions, coupled with preseason testing in Bahrain, should provide Hamilton with enough time to adjust.
What is going on? What is going on? Sky Sports themselves said Hamilton to join Ferrari at the end of the 2025 season. What the fuck? I am so confused. Toto Wolff must have had to say something obscure to make this happen because I logically can't see it making sense from either standpoint. It makes no sense. What's happening?
Hamilton's official debut in Ferrari Red is expected to happen at a landmark event in London's O2 Arena on February 18, 2025. The event will not only unveil Ferrari's new car, but also kick off Formula One's 75th anniversary celebrations, a fitting stage for such a monumental move.
Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari F1 move was his own choice, but was Mercedes getting close to easing him out anyway? You could infer that from Toto Wolff's comments in new book Inside Mercedes F1. We're in a sport where cognitive sharpness is extremely important, and I believe everyone has a shelf life, so I need to look at the next generation, was how Toto explained only giving Lewis a 1-year contract with an option at their last talks, rather than a proper 2-year commitment. Hamilton will be 40 next year, and his 2024 season is not at his finest, but after his record-shattering achievements at Mercedes, actually dropping him to make space for protege Kimi Antonelli would have been a big call. So maybe his exit saves Mercedes from a dilemma, or maybe he'll get to Ferrari and prove Mercedes wrong for ever worrying about his age.
From there, Hamilton and the team will head to Bahrain for 3 days of preseason testing from February 26th to 28th. This will be Hamilton's first real opportunity to showcase his synergy with Ferrari's latest machine.
Difficult to say, of course. I don't have any reference from the past. Never driven the Ferrari in here, but the first feeling itself is quite good. But then it's difficult conditions. But no, I'm happy.
Will you run more this afternoon? What will be the program for the rest of the day?
Yeah, we run more as much as we can, and hopefully we get some dry running. And it's now a bit mixed. It's not good for the wet tires, not good for the dry yet. So we run as much as we can, and we'll see.
Hamilton joins Ferrari at a pivotal time. The team is desperate to end a title drought that has spanned over 15 years. Frederic Vasseur has already started transforming Ferrari into title contender, as seen in their 2024 campaign, where they've been neck and neck with McLaren.
Here are my driver performance ratings for that crazy Dutch Grand Prix. And there are a lot of high ratings this time, so let's get into it. First off, I've got Sargent is inconclusive. An issue on the car caused him to retire quite early on. But for my lowest rating, I've got Leclerc at 3. He crashed in qualifying and had 2 incidents in the race which caused him to get terminal damage. I've got Zhou at 4, not so great race pace and not adapting to the conditions, causing him to crash out. And Magnussen at 4.5, once again, getting beaten by Hülkenberg in race pace and qualifying, and just dropping down the field majorly. I've got Bottas at 4.5, getting out qualified by his teammate and could have done much better in the race. And Stroll at 5, absolutely obliterated by Alonso this weekend. And same with Perez, nowhere near Max, had an awesome lead and somehow still didn't finish on the podium, so I've got him at 5. I've got Ocon at 7 and Hülkenberg at 7.5. And what a debut from Liam, I've got him at 7.5. Obviously lacked the pace on Yuki, but kept it clean to finish in front of 7 drivers. And I've got Yuki at 7.5 as well. He had amazing pace and got screwed over by his team, but unfortunately let a few mistakes slip in there. Piastri lacked a bit of pace, but kept it really clean, 7.5 for him. And I've got Albon at 9, as well as Russell and Norris. All 3 of them being so close in qualifying and race pace. Even though they weren't on the optimal strategy, they still managed to recover quite nicely. I've got Sainz at 9. I thought he had a very underrated performance. That car did not look good and he finished in 5th, holding off Hamilton. Then I've got Hamilton at 9.5. Got very unfortunate in qualifying and recovered so nicely. Insane pace. Gasly once again making the most of an insane opportunity. I've got him at 9.5. And for the first time this season, I've got Alonso at 10. He was so in the zone this weekend. And of course, once again, Max Verstappen at the top with the rating of 10. Everything was thrown at him. He was 15 seconds down and still finished in 1st.
Adding Hamilton to the mix isn't just about his raw talent. It's about his ability to galvanize a team. Over his career, Hamilton has shown a unique ability to elevate everyone around him, from engineers to strategists, but the stakes are high. Ferrari's pressure cooker environment and history of intra-team rivalries could present challenges for Hamilton. Hamilton's arrival also reshapes Ferrari's internal dynamics. Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's current lead driver, has expressed his excitement about partnering with Hamilton, calling it an amazing opportunity. However, Leclerc also admitted that working with Carlos Sainz wasn't always easy, hinting at potential friction. The big question is, can 2 alpha drivers coexist in harmony, or will Ferrari see a repeat of their infamous internal conflicts, like Alonso versus Massa or Vettel versus Leclerc? Behind the scenes, part of Ferrari's team is already working on the 2025 season, incorporating Hamilton into their plans. This includes everything from car development to team strategy. However, Vasseur remains focused on finishing the 2024 season strong, as Ferrari battles McLaren for the constructors' title. Hamilton's move to Ferrari isn't just about one driver and one team. It's about the larger narrative of Formula One. It sets up tantalizing rivalries. Hamilton versus Verstappen, Ferrari versus Mercedes, and even Hamilton versus Leclerc. It also symbolizes a shift in the sports landscape. For years, Hamilton has been the face of Mercedes. His transition to Ferrari underscores F1's evolving dynamics as new talents rise and veterans chase fresh challenges. So, the stage is set for one of the most thrilling chapters in Formula One history. Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has the potential to redefine the sport and reshape its power structure. Will this partnership bring glory back to Maranello, or will the pressure prove too great? Only time will tell. What are your thoughts on Hamilton's move to Ferrari? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for all the latest updates from the world of Formula One.